Yeah. Good. Good. Welcome back again to the session. Sorry for the interruption. So we are going straight. Yes, I was doing some small analysis under the question 1B, the capital reduction. That's the A will be 5 marks, B 10 marks, C 5 marks. We have the target marks. The target marks is the marks that I want you to get in exams. So take notes. Let me do it clear for you. In fact, I was saying that here the examiner may allocate 5 and 10 and 5. In all, for one is 20. So how the arrangement is. Hey, sorry, what a slow motion. Did you see that? Let's continue. Now, out of these 5 marks, score everything. Leave the examiner 1 at least. I know that you score the 5. Here you score the 5. Out of these 10 marks, if they score 6, yes 6. Am I in Brady degree? Obviously, good. Out of these 5, you are going to score 3 because there's something here that you not do to affect this one, this guy. Just score 3. Put them together. You get what? 13. 13, your presentation should add 2 to it, making what? 5. So in all, you are getting 15 marks for the capital reduction. That's the question 1B. That's the question 1B. Good. Plus 10 marks coming from where? The question 1A. Good. 10 marks coming from the question 1A. Then you are done. Now, putting together 25 marks. And I'm saying that even if you can score like 15 marks from the compulsory section for me, I am done. I am done. I won't worry you again. Just score 15 marks over there for me. I'm done. I won't worry you again. Just 15 marks. I'm fine. For the 2 questions. I'm scoring them last. Good. And I've walked you through all the videos and the handout and specific questions you should attend to. Good. So please kindly do that. I'm done with the compulsory. Please, the compulsory one, you cannot do away with it. It's compulsory. That does not mean that you should tackle that one like we should wear our all attention to it. The attention should not be on the compulsory one. But for capital reduction, if your attention is on the capital reduction, I'll be fine. Good. So that is it. Yeah, there's specific questions in the handouts. There's specific questions that you have to adhere to in the handout. In the handout. Where is the handout? Good. It's here. There's specific questions that you have to do justice to wait. This question is iodine. I think it's the iodine. Good, this is the iodine. Yes. This is the iodine. Good. That's not a solution. And this, I think these are the solution. This is the Iwawa, the tutorial questions, the intervention questions. The questions are only 2 or 3. There are more questions here. Okay, and then there's another question too here. Okay, this one is the Barris Bank. Draft a revised statement. No, this one too. No. Then question 4, Adom Limited. It's ICA, and then there's Adom. Then question 5 is what? Good. Good. Question 5. Question 5. Let me see. If any question that have a bank overdraft and then debenture or loan, that question is a suspect. Exactly. Let me see. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this question is a good representative. Good. So here, in fact, it was a for sale value or replacement value, liquidated value, fair value. Good. Liquidated values and their fair value, which was fair. This one is a good Adomfa. So the question is what? Adomfa or Edumfa. Okay, it's Edumfa. Okay, which is in Central Region. Edumfa Limited. So Edumfa. That's a specific. Does not have solution. Malibu. Hey, Malibu. All these ones, they are all there. No, Malibu, no. Malibu, no, not at all. Don't even look at Malibu. Not at all. The specific questions, they are the solution, the one with the solution, Ewawa, Ebanhi, and then Ewawa, Ebanhi, and then Ebusia, Ayadi. These are the specific questions. Good. Let me go to the next one and see if I can see 9 question there. Aboom Limited, May 2013, Aboom Limited for ICA. Yeah, I think this is a good presentation. Okay, prepare some financial position the company reorganize. No, this is not a good presentation. Not at all. Let's move on. Okay, no, this one to know. So this one to know. This one to know. So basically, we are done. So to go over the specific question again, first of all, when you get a handout, this question, you should try this question. This one, the first example 1 is a trial. It is not the area that which is coming in your exams, not at all, by trial. If you try it, there are some of the items in this question will be presented in your question, so take note. Then from there, example 2, no, example 2, don't even look at it. Kumasi Shoe Factory. Don't look at Kumasi Shoe Factory. Not at all. So example 2, clear it. Example 3, do everything ethically possible to understand example 3. Asempa Limited. And in the video that I want to watch is on example 3, Asempa Limited. The video that I shared. Good. Then when you are done, you try as if you are doing or not doing, but you have to do it too. As if you are doing or not doing. Then Ebusia Limited. No, for Ebusia, it came last sitting, so don't need to go through. Though I have the solution here, though, so if you like, you can just scan through. This was the last sitting one, so you can scan through. Then from there, I have what you call Ebanhi down to the solution. So Ebanhi, please, Ebanhi, look at Ebanhi with double I. Look at Ebanhi with double I. Does it have bank overdraft? Bank overdraft. Oh, yes, it's a bank overdraft, so suspect. Suspect. Good. Almost capital redaction questions have bank overdraft, so it means that all questions are suspect. Okay, so for Ebanhi, it's have solution. Then tutorial questions, Ewawa. You do Ewawa and iodine. Ewawa and iodine, then I'm done. So these 2 questions, I'm done. These ones, I'm done. There's no solution to iodine, but the solution to Ewawa, that one is not in the handout, so you can request for it. And again, in summary, if you want the videos to place the video, you have to use this. The video to watch specifically, and you are fine. After watching that video, I think you are fine. So you can see that I sent you some link, no, some PDF. It contains the list of all the videos so far, those that are available. Go to the last page. You have capital reduction there. Watch the link 1 and then the link 2, part 1 and part 2. You are done. That's all. Together with this illustration example, I think you can score more than the 15 that I pegged there. So that is it. So the composite section are done now. If you go and any of your questions are there, you can do that one first too. secure some time, save some time for the other ones. But if you go, the question will be similar. So what you do is go and do all the other ones that you can do best and come and tackle the compulsory one last. Although it is compulsory, that does not mean that doesn't mean that like we should tackle it first. No, not at all. Even though it's compulsory, you can go and answer it last. You can even choose not to answer, provided that reasonably the other 3 questions can pass you. But here, I normally provide a safeguard. If you know that you are not going to answer the compulsory question, please write the question numbers and do something. Write the requirements, at least the 3 protocols. Bring them in before. Okay? So that's fine. So I'm done with the compulsory section. Let me quickly move to the what's the name? The optional session, the question number 2 up to question 6. So the session A, we are done. Final account and then the capital reduction. And all of them, the videos are there. For the final account, I think the videos, they're also there. So let me show the video for the final account. So for final account, if you want to read the final account, although when I'm down tonight, I'll try and see if I can assemble all the videos, all the lecture notes, specifically to this sitting on before our intervention. But if I'm unable to do that, I'm just giving it to you, right? So for the final account, I think some videos are helpful, not helpful, specific. But the issues are also in. So that is it. So that I'll run too quickly, then we will see the way forward. Good. So that we get a specific. Like I said, after the mid-examiner, it's area of what specification, please. Good. This is a preparation of financial statement. For the new student, my advice for you is take part 1, part 2, part 3 serious. But for everybody. Part 1, just the format and the presentation, very key. Get it. Part 2, solving. Part 3, solving. And then when you are done with this, 1, 2, 3, then you come and then solve the part 4, part 5. Hey, part 5. It should be part 5 and part 6. So this is the financial position, success, financial position continuation. Okay, good. And then the last 10th question, you put you in that order. If you want any standard, a detailed standard, I will go by it. The standard IS 40 is coming, so that one to be under the final account. So take note. IS 40, IS 16, Almighty, you can't do away with it too. These 2 standards, you can't do away with it. Almighty. IS 10 is not coming. You didn't mention IS 10. So please, when watching this video is combination. So you just watch the IS 12 section. That's all. The income tax. Good. Inventory. Yes, you can watch inventory. Inventory, don't need it too much. Don't rely much on the inventory. The inventory. I think the inventory, I did it in the final account in the success. It's in success, so don't need to worry so much. The inventory is in this one. Good. So that you can go specific, you can have time to go through the profit and loss and appreciate it. Good. So that is the final account, the video for final account. Specific. And then you are done. At least if you go through this one, I think you are making a headway. Then so that is it. Okay, so I'm done with the compulsory section. So now let's move on to the optional section. 5 questions, you answer 3. 5 questions, you answer 3. So let's see. These 2 questions, you can't do already, so that one I've choose for everybody. That 5 questions, you choose your best 3 out of the 5. I will add one optional one to you. I call it insurance or margin of safety. I call it insurance or margin of safety. I think now the network is okay. Formerly it was going slowly like so now let's see. We are going to the optional section. So tonight we are starting specific capital reduction, your preparation of financial statement. Please, the final account, you should not balance it. You should not like going there to score everything. Please, whatever 99.9 can do, in fact, 51 can do and do better as well, okay? Good. You don't need to balance, don't need to get all correct. I will tell people that some of the notes are called trap. They are trap, though they are not done a trap. They are trap set there. Last time there was one of the notes like that. Such notes, you just jump and do the easy ones first. If there's time, you come back and come and look at the traps. If there's no time, you jump it. So that is it. But instead, students, when they go to exams, they focus on the difficult question that they cannot solve. And they are thinking about it. Meanwhile, there's easy ones under it. Go and do the easy ones, leave the difficult ones. Yes, so that you save energy. Good. So let's go to the optional section. So that one ranges from question 2 up to question 6. So making 5 questions, you answer 3 out of this. Question 2 is the IFRSs, the standards. The IFRSs. So the IFRSs. So IFRSs. That's the question 2. 4 standards. Each of them is 555 marks. And I'll walk you through some of the requirements, how the requirements will be. For this one, I'm worrying myself because I know for sure that most people know the standards. We are forcing, please, you cannot appreciate financial reporting without the IFRSs, not at all. So we are trying our maximum best for you to appreciate it for us. So please try. For now, let's focus on the exams. Please, after the exams, just spare time, try and appreciate the IFRSs, okay? Yes, because you cannot do away with it if you are going to be a financial analyst or like get an understanding of financial report. So that is it. The 4 standards are one IAS 16 Almighty. Have you seen? So double. IAS 16 will appear in question number 1A under the footnote. And again, coming here, wow. So you know that IAS 16 PPE, property, plant, and equipment, you cannot do away with it. So the first standard, IAS 16. And please, with IAS 16, everything you need to know they are in the IAS 16 handouts or the videos that I projected. Second standard, from IAS 16. From IAS 16, we go to IAS what? 36. IAS 36. Good. IAS 36. Good. So this one is PPE. So check for me. IAS 36. Impairment. That's what we have not done. So impairment, we've not done impairment. So that's the standard that we have not. So I think there will be video on it. There will be video on it, and then we will schedule to do those ones. And then standard number 3, impairment specific area. Standard number 3 is the IAS 38, intangible assets. I think we've come across them. Intangible assets, we've come across them. They are not full. You have to do it fully. And finally, IAS 40, investment property. Wow. So it means that these 2 standards, they are come to what? Appear 2 times. 2. 1 under question number 2 and 1 under question number what? 1. So these 2 standards, they are going to appear in your paper 2 times. So it means that these 2 standards, everything about it, you have to know. IS 40 talks about investment property, and then they are in the handout. So no, they are in the handout, and then they are in the video. So specific. So when you are watching the videos, the specific ones are these. So the standard that you need to know are these ones plus the one that come in under the final account. The one that come in under the final account. The one that come under the final account, they are inventory, small of IS2, small of IS2 inventory, not too much. And then IS 12, tax. And then IS 16, almighty. Then IS 40. So these are the standard that come in under the question 1, the final account. And out of this, 2 of them are also repeating here. So that's good news for us, right? Good. So perfect. That's question number 2 for 20 marks. Now I'll walk you through how the question will be set. Please, how we will ask you the question, that should determine how you should answer it. Please. You cannot have one solution for every question that you see. No. Good. Because Fred will tell you that solution to every question is the question itself, not what Fred knows, not at all. Let the question lead you for the solution. Don't lead the question. And then you run away and pass the question. Good. So let the question lead you. So in the standards, I'll walk you through a few of them. So few of the standards. Good. Few of the standards. The requirement of it. So let me see detail out. Now, this is how the question will be asked. So then I don't want to go to detail plenty. Yeah, it's a brief discussion. Now we'll ask you detail out the accounting treatment. Detailed out. That's first out. 2, calculate. Have you seen the wording? Detailed out, calculate. Explain. 4, discuss. Among these, show the relevant entry, the extract. 5, extract, relevant entry. Among the most easiest one is calculate. That one, if there's something, just calculate it for us and then you are done. Just the calculation, you are done. Good. Just the calculation and then you are done. Now, when they say detail out the treatment, then that one, detail out the accounting treatment, that one is a bit comprehensive. That one you are calculating. Then at the end of the day, you are telling us, explain the treatment. Detail out the accounting treatment with the explanation. So that one you calculate and you explain 2 things. You will calculate and explain. Good. When they say explain the accounting treatment, good. Here you can do the calculation without explanation, or you explain it straightforward, involving calculation. Good. Discuss the accounting treatment of the above transaction. All goes on to the detailed treatment. Relevant extracts, specific portion. How are they going to prepare the extra, like profit and loss or the financial position? So these are the questions that we can ask, or we can ask under the standards. Good. So I think at the entry section we will go through. Good. So please kindly do that for us. So the standard left for us are 2, but this one we've mentioned it, but you have to do some little touches on it and then we are done. So that 2 standard we will probably check them then do it. So that's the standards for you, your standard. I know for sure that most of you will not answer because that's has been the trend. Yes, that's has been the trend. Most of you will not answer because you are not a financial accountant. You are not a financial accountant. And we understand, but this is a financial reporting paper. So you have to try and appreciate it small. Please. Because sometimes if a customer presents a financial statement for a facility or a loan, you'll be able to analyze it and then point out some issues with it so that you can appreciate, and then when you're granting, sign, notarizing, you feel okay. So that's why we are doing this. To see the current demand of the economy, current demand of the state or the country. That's why we are doing all this. Not to probably like pinline somebody, not at all, please. Good, so that is it. Okay, so I'm done with question number 2. I know for sure that there are 2 questions that I know that people will not answer. That one I'll tell you for sure. And I know that there's some questions that you answer. So that when I reach there, I'll even inform you that here is a risk session. Good. So apart from those 2 questions, everything you are going to answer it. Yes. So those 2 questions there. That one there, I will pardon you. Yes, with these 2 ones. Okay, so now let's move on to question 3. Your question 3. Question number 3. Good. Question number 3. Question 3 is on budget. Yes, budget. As usual, budget. Another troublesome area that students don't like it at all. Budget. No, not at all. It's because of the planning aspect of it. Budget is planning expressed in monetary terms. Students don't like it at all. I don't understand why. Right apart from IFRS, another area that students don't like is budgets. Yes. Well, sometimes I don't blame them because naturally planning is very tough side. But if you're able to do it, I think you enjoy it. No business will exist without planning. So become necessary. Yes. Well, it's an estimate. You are estimating future amount and future figures. That make it difficult. You are forecasting. Involving averages, in fact, just calculations and then go. Good. So that is it. Now, the budget, there are so many areas. Specifically, you're going to ask functional budget. Functional budget. So that's good news. It's good though, but it's not all that good. Because he has done 2 functional budgets, and I bet you those 2 questions are terrible. They are extremely terrible. It's my prayer that those questions should not repeat themselves again. But don't worry, should in case they repeat themselves, we are prepared to face it. I think one of them I've done video on it, so there's a solution to those questions. So don't need to worry at all. Now the functional budget. In fact, if I say functional budget, I'm talking plenty. I call it departmental budget. Budget that prepared by various head of department. I've seen that at the end of the year, getting to the end of the year, the organization have to prepare a single budget for coming 4th year. So they will sign a policy document going around all the department. Please submit your budget. So mention the department that you have. We have sales department, so they'll prepare what sales budget. So that's one functional budget. We have production department. The production department will prepare what you call production budget. Then we have what you call, they also prepare material that we will need. So material usage and purchases budget. So material usage / what? Material purchases budget. Usage and purchases. Then labor, HR, prepare the labor. Tell us the labor force that will be available next academic year or next financial year. They are in finance, so next financial year. So each child doing their own. Just that one didn't mention, so I don't go about that. Then finance or accounting, account. You guys should also tell us your budget for next year. So they will prepare cash budget. So these are your requirements, cash budget. So it means that in fact your paper will be combination of two stubborn ones, two musketeers. The functional budget itself and the cash budget. Good. So although cash budget came last sitting, to be just that I suspect that the style in which was asked last sitting might not be the same style. That is it. So that will be the budget for 20 marks. Good. So the functional budget, so the videos, and then the handouts. Good. If you don't have it, request for it, and then limit yourself to the functional budget. I'll try and see that I'll put a specific note together and make them. So, like let's say from tomorrow going, I'll issue a specific note. Good, specific, straight to the area. I did that last sitting. That one is different from the intervention specific question. These ones are notes. Good, so that is it. Good news. So let's go to the links or the video when you are watching budget. So for budget, I think it's the one after the cash flow. Budget, where are you? Budget, where are you? Budget, where are you? Good, budget is here. Hey, hope you can see you. Where? Here now. Okay. So budget introduction. Probably you can look at the introduction up to this section to just familiarize yourself, but that's not the important section. Good. The important section starts from where? The part 2, the functional budget specifically. But probably to familiarize yourself, you have some spare time, you can go through. I think this video they are the same. This one they are the same. 5252. Okay. Okay, this one is 36S. This one is 26S. So they are different. Good. So this one, introduction to budget as a whole. I think then the functional budget. So functional budget part 3. Start from the part 2. So you watch this one. Functional budget part 3. You watch this one. Functional budget. You watch this one. And you watch this one. And then the beginning of that troublesome question, the question I was talking about, that the 2 functional budget that he had done so far was a very terrible one. This is the beginning. So if you want to get it, you start from this video, the part 6. Then the continuation, the 4 one is here. Then you are done. You are done with the functional budget. Then you come to the cash budget. I think cash budget, you are just 1 or 2 questions. Just that the question that I did there is too difficult. The question I did there was too difficult. So I think I have to bring another one again, summarize one. So I'll do that. But you can use that one for preparation. And that one for preparation. Good. Kind of one for preparation. Or the cash budget, use the question 1, the very first example for preparation, and you are fine. Very first example. So that's the end of the budget for you. So specifically, and then you are done. So please familiarize yourself with it. Now let me go to question 4. And then let's continue with the game. The question number 4. Question 4 is on ratio analysis. This is where the surprise is coming from. This is in, But we always say that the topic is not ratio, but sometimes when we are mentioning it, we mention it ratio before we call it ourselves that it is not ratio. The topic is called interpretation of financial statement or financial statement analysis. You are providing meaning to a financial statement. So that's your question number 4. Good. In fact, you cannot write any financial reporting paper without financial statement analysis. Now, if the examiner take it off, you have to come and then bring it in. The examiner now bring it in. So, interpretation of financial statement or financial statement analysis. So, interpretation. Good. The interpretation of what? FS, financial statement. Specifically, there are 3 tools that we use. This time he's going to examine you 2. In fact, there are 3 ways of providing an interpretation. 3. Right? Good. The tools used. If you want to provide analysis, tell the meaning of your company performance, use 3 ways. All these ones are in the first lecture video. Good. You use what we call horizontal analysis, which is not coming. So now you should not even talk about what is not coming, right? Yes. I don't even talk about it at all. Don't even worry. So out of the 3, 2 are coming. So let me talk about the 2 that they are coming. I'm good. So I say specific, straight to the example. First of all, there will be ratio. Let me talk about the surprise. It's not even surprise because I've talked about it. We have what we call vertical analysis. Vertical analysis or common size. The nickname is common size analysis. Good. Vertical is zoom like this, straight like this. That is like this. The lines are like this. Good. Good. Have you seen vertical lines? Horizontal lines like this. Trend. Good. So that is it. It will be vertical analysis. Yes. So I think I'll bring a question out for that specific. For that. And the same question, they will also ask you to provide ratio using ratio analysis. So it will be 2 questions and a rate. Using ratio analysis, here is 10 marks. Vertical analysis, 10 marks. Ratio analysis, 10 marks. Please hear the ratio, both the calculation and then the analysis is 10 marks. So this is not where you are going to calculate all the ratios that you know. If like calculate 25 ratios or 55 ratios, the marks is not 10. We're not going to increase it for you. And even out of these 10, you can decide that okay, calculation of the ratio is 3 marks, interpretation is 7 marks. That one is up to him for me to decide. Yes. We have the veto power to do that. We cannot do that here. Good. So it means that you don't need to calculate all ratios. And the good news is that you'll be restricted. The ratio should be restricted because 10 marks, it means that two what? Ratios, 2 of the key out of the profitability, liquidity, efficiency, gearing or solvency, and then the investment ratio or the market position. The investment ratio or the investor ratio is also called the market position. Good. Or the market ratios. You select 2 and talk about it. So it means that roughly, if you are going to select 2, you need 2 ratio under each, making 4. So roughly, you are going to calculate 4 ratios, not more than 4 ratios for analysis. They're going to just explain 4 ratios for 7 marks. I think it's reasonable, right? Yeah. It's okay. So for that 10 marks. So that's the ratio section. Good. And then the vertical analysis. Then you are done for the ratios perfectly for 20 marks. Good. Then go to question 5. Question 5 was the surprise. So the surprise one is the vertical or the common size analysis. Yes. Most of your question has been on ratio since. So this is the first time I'm going to do vertical. Yay, that's first time. Wow, that's good. At least from this it become a past question. Wait. Now let's go to the question 5. And then we end at the corporate governance question 6. Then we see if the question 5, I plan of doing that question 5 today because we've not done it. If you're unable to do it, we will reset it again. It's convenient to everybody to do it. Question 5 is on break-even analysis. Break-even. Its nickname It's called cost volume profit analysis. So either break-even analysis, or you can also call it what? Cost CVP, cost volume and profit, what? Cost volume profit analysis. So let's do the analysis here. Good. And here to be 20 marks. In fact, all the questions are 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's the good news. So 20 mark. So that's the question 5. Good. The break even. So here they'll give you income statement. And then they will ask you 2 questions and narrate. 1, determine the break even units and break even sales revenue or break even value. And then there will be some reduction, some revision. They revise it. What if they sell this? Because already break even, I have a nickname for it. I call it what if analysis. It's called what if analysis. Yes. So he will do the thing. The next question will ask you, what if the company produced this? What will be their operating statement, their profit? So calculate the profit again. That one is straightforward. So this question, it applies for everybody to tackle it. It applies. Even though it's a surprise, not new. He has done it before. So even though it will be a surprise for everybody. So this and the IA36, they are the one that if I get a chance, I will do that. So that is it. Good. So basically, that is the break even. And once it's new, I don't want to talk about it because it's not done it. We have not done it. So I don't talk about it at all. But that's your question 5. It's a very straightforward, no easy. It's a purely formula work. And the formulas are straightforward. Your own is not a complicated matter. Good. So that is it. Yes. Good. Now let's move on to question 6. Almighty, where everybody start from. Everybody's best answered question. You have to start from that side. This time round too, you have to do what? Start from the corporate governance. You have to start from the corporate governance. Yes, 7 questions. You answer 5. 2 are compulsory. 5 optional. Good. Now, your corporate governance. Your corporate governance question will be very straightforward. So please, he need a specific answer. Don't go any general answer. Upon helping us or upon giving the areas 3, it will be in 3 folds. I'm sure you add 1 to it, making 5 or making 4. Yes, so that one, forget. So question number 6 is the corporate governance to be A, B, and C. These are the known ones, the known part of the question. That's what we are doing. In fact, there will be some part that are unknown. Yes. Now the A part of the question will ask you to detail out the key objectives for the recent Bank of Ghana's reforms for the banking sector. The objective of the reforms or the directives, the aims. What are the objectives? Please, it is in there. They have enshrined all the objectives in the Bank of Ghana's reforms in 2018. The one they brought it out in 2018 after the collapse of many banks in Ghana. So please take notes. So at least if I want to do justice there will be 5 marks here. At least 5 points coming from there. Good. So that is it. 5 points. I think someone have sent that document on the platform. So please, it is in there. So tomorrow we will discuss those ones tomorrow. Tomorrow is a corporate governance day. I wish tomorrow I can do this and corporate governance. I can do it possible. We can do this and the corporate governance tomorrow. If we start at our time 4:30 up to the 7:30, if possible. So take note. Okay. So the second part, so the first part are the objectives of the reforms. What are the objectives of that directive? Why should they waste their time, their energy, their resources? If some people own your bank and the bank are failing, allow them to fail. Why should Bank of Ghana bring these directives? All of them, in fact, the objective of the directives are enshrined in it. So not like outside objective, like I'll consider and say, okay, the objective to regulate the banking sector. What are you talking about? Which financial reforms will go and regulate, how do you call it, market woman, or regulate? No, it was restricted to the financial institution, especially deposit taking institution. So that is it. So for 5 marks, and then you are done, right? That's good news. So B. Now, qualification of appointment, qualification of key management staff or director of a financial institution, not any company, of a financial institution. All of that one too was enshrined in the same document. Wow. So it means that the same document, you are getting 2 questions from it too. That is it. So the qualification, either they'll ask you at what circumstances a person cannot be appointed, or a person will be disqualified, or a person will be appointed. That's a positive. Negative, disqualified. All of them has been enshrined in what? In that. So that one too, I have pegged 5 marks. The qualification of a key staff or a director of a financial institution. Director of financial institution. Good. Okay. So that is it. That is it. Good. So that's 5 marks. Then there's another one too. That one too is 5 marks. Please, I'll tell you something. There's 5 marks is unknown. So that one, you will go and then it will appear. We will try, but it will not be a very tough one for you. So that is it. Now the C part is talking about sometimes there are some circumstances that allow the authorities to intervene the appointment of a director of a financial institution or a bank. State these circumstances. That's all. So circumstances that will allow the authorities of the bank when it comes to intervene, when it comes to appointment of director. Good. So, and of a bank, directors of a bank, or key staff, key management staff of a bank. And all of these, you can find them in that document that we are talking about. Down this 5 months. Good. So let me take it again. Circumstances that allow the authority to intervene the appointment of directors of a bank. Appointment of directors of a bank. Good. Of a bank. So that's it. Of a bank. So circumstances that allow the authorities to intervene or step in when it comes to the appointment of what? Hey, the bees are coming over. Hey, trouble. Good. So that is it. Good. So that one too, I guess you do it for 5 marks. Then there must be a fourth one for 5 marks. That one is unknown for now. So that is it. So these are your questions. So now start choosing. Out of the 5. Good. No MPV. No MPV. MPV. Bye bye. Well done. So the MPV handout, the MPVs in the lecture notes. Just no. Is that? Yeah, number 5 is not difficult. So it's coming to place MPV. Number 5 is coming to place MPV. Yes. So it's coming to place what MPV. Naturally, MPV is not difficult. So any one that is coming to place into must not be difficult. Have you seen like that? Like when old lady pass on, and then you replace her by another old lady. Then it means that if not prepare the funeral, you just postpone the funeral, right? Good. That's I can't prove it. So that is it. So when as straightforward or like easy, somewhere like a bit liberal or straightforward topic has been stopped off to replace by another easy one, it means that they make the examination more enjoyable. They have the examination have what going concern. So that is it. So please do your selection. I know for sure that these two, most of you will not tackle it. IFRSs and then the functional budget. So it means that if you are the type, then you like the management section. Yes, because most of you are key management personnel. You are not running the financial aspects. No, most of you are not running financial aspects. You are running the management aspect. So when it comes to the management aspect, you have bit more knowledge there. So it means that you have no choice to choose the remaining 3. That's the question 4, question 5, and question 6. They are going to answer the interpretation, which is a max. Everybody must answer it. And then the break even, everybody must answer it. Corporate governance there all the way. So these are the questions that I will probably choose for you. So that please, before you go and sit for the paper, make sure you understand this thread before you go and sit for the paper. Please, this one there, I'm begging you. I use God begging you. I use God begging you. Me myself, I know and understand that this functional budget sometimes they can be horrible, and then the IFRS. So no P. Okay. So which part? Just repeat the last part. The last part. Okay. The last part. This is a discussion. The last part. The circumstances that allow the authorities to intervene the appointment of the directors. Good. Yeah, that was the last part of the question. Good. The C. Okay. The C is the circumstance that allow the authorities to intervene the appointment of directors of a bank. I wanted to put company there, but it was a specific financial institution, a bank. Like they want to appoint a director, but at what circumstance that the authorities have to intervene and then step in. So that is it. That was the C part of it. Good. Now that's the C part of it. Good. So please, even though the paper will be tough, as okay, so part B, the B part. The B part of the question says that qualification of a key management personnel. What are the qualifications before you employ or before you qualify to be a key management personnel for a bank or a financial institution? What are the qualifications? Now, this question, it can be the positive one. They are just asking you the qualification, but that's not what probably they will do. What they will do is this: they will ask you circumstances where they will disqualify you, because most examiners like what? Like the most examiners like the reverse or the exception. Anytime there's exception to general law, we pick it up. Exception to general law or general rule, we pick it up and we just assist to it. The positive section is what are the qualifications you want must have, or you have to. Now, and then the negative, what are the qualifications that what are the items that may disqualify you? Something like if you're a minor, you are below 18 years. How can below 18 years run a bank, a whole financial institution? You are carrying deposit funds and then making policies on the board. So probably need maturity there, and then proving integrity, those stuffs, and then how do you call it? Can also talk about bankruptcy. Yes. If you're bankrupt, don't not employ as a what? Director of any financial institution. So that by the time they finish, your bankruptcy have converted into what? Billionaire. Okay, this one there. No. So that is it. Good. So there was no sound for the question 6. Wow, no sound for question 6. Oh, should have drawn my attention. No sound for question 6. Okay, then you have to do the question 6 again. Okay. No sound for question 6. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, you have to do the question 6 again. Okay, now I've done the C, I've done the B. So I'm going to do the A so that you complete it. Good. So question 6A will talks about the objective. Recently in 2018, Bank of Ghana issued some directives. That's the banking sector reforms, the recent one. Following the collapse of the banks, some of the banks, the reforms came in. Now, okay, that's fine. Now, why do you think Bank of Ghana will waste their time, their energy, their resources, their data, their how do you call it? Their paper and other resource money, not focusing on giving us economic policy. But this one is part of the economic policy. So the objective of the recent reforms, that's all objectives. That's the A part. The objective. The objective of the recent reforms. Good. So the objective. Good. The objective. What are the objectives of the special deposit taking institution? What was the objective of it? So that was it. So I'm done. Please, the selection is very important. Your combination. Choose your combination. Yes. So your combination. Corporate governance is the must. Everybody's answering. Your question 1. So please let your question 1 be corporate governance. Yes, question 1. Why? Because when you go to war, please attack the weakest one first. Don't go and attack the difficult question. No, don't do that. At least if you attack the easy ones, at least if you look at your back, you've killed some of the people, your enemies, so at least to motivate you to go and do the remaining questions, the remaining ones. But you say, oh, maybe I'll attack the strongest one first so that I can get time to relax on the easy ones. You're lying. Exam is not like that. Exam, you don't have the whole day for yourself. Battle, war, you don't have the whole day for yourself. It's for a period. So what do? Locate the one which is very weak and attack him. Yes, this reminds me of story. Honestly, I tried to kill a bird. I brought the bird home. You know what my dad told me? He said that this bird is sick. I should return the bird because I cannot kill a bird. So this is a sick bird. Yeah. Now, the issue is locate the easiest one. I may not know your easiest one, but I presume that the written section is the easiest for everybody. Yes. That is it. Yes, the objective of the corporate governance act, or the banks, and then the special deposit institution, or the banks. Okay, is the objective of the reforms. Recently the Bank of Ghana brought some reforms. So those reforms that the Bank of Ghana brought is about how do you call it? It's about special deposit institutions, like special deposit directives. That reform gives some extra directive about what? Special deposits. In that reforms, or in some with that reform, what is the objective or the aims? What was the aim? Good. So it was that one. Perfect. So now, if I start, please, your question one. We start with your corporate governance. So first, your second question. You do the break even. Please do the break even second. So that's your 5. Interpretation, question 3. Because if you start that one second, you might end up writing plenty. Don't forget that the marks is few. So question 4. Then you come to the compose with the stubborn guys. By the time you finish these 3, they will tell you that 1 hour left. Left with 1 hour. Left with 1 hour. For you to finish the paper. So it might not be good for you to go. So what do? Then you go to the compulsory. That one to please start with the capital addition. That's my advice. Capital addition, that's 1B. Then you continue with what? 1A. This one the P&L. Then you are done. So I believe this combination is very good for you. Yes, very good. Hey, that one is not coming. Oh, hey, I can't see what.